recording in the library today because we're back to work for the Choose and Collect service. The Choose and Collect service means that you can come into the foyer of the library. There is no browsing as yet, and you can drop back any books that you have out that you want to, and you can, before that, you can either phone us or email us, tell us the authors that you like or tell us the genres you like, or if you use a computer, you can look on the catalogue, choose Dawlish and tell us the books that you actually want from our branch. The reservation system is suspended at the moment, so we can only supply the books in Dawlish branch. So once you've done that and let us know, we'll get your books together, issue them to you, and then we give you a date and a time to come and collect them. So here's one that I'm going to talk about today, which is Jenny Colgan's 500 Miles From You. This is a new one, it's our newest one, and it was a really enjoyable read. The book concerns a community nurse who works in London who witnesses a hit-and-run accident, but it seems like it is a deliberate act of violence, and it just tips her over the edge so that she can't cope anymore. And she takes part in a swap with a community nurse who is actually based in the wilds of Scotland. So two completely different areas of the world, and also two completely different sets of people who they're interacting with. So she moves up to Scotland, Lissa moves up to Scotland, and he moves down to London. So he's living in a little nurse's home in a little room, very pokey, very plain. He has to start to navigate around London and get used to the high-rise buildings after coming from his lovely little cottage, which he gets to borrow in Scotland, which has got a lovely back garden with a hedgehog snuffling round. And also his patients aren't particularly worried about social services, people nosing into their business, because they like to know what's going on, so everybody knows what everybody else is doing. So she describes it as two complete extremes, because I'm sure there's people in between, characters in between, but anyway, that's the setup of the book. It's a really good read. They begin to have a relationship initially through official backup for each other, telling each other about the cases, warning them where they need to go, giving advice on how to get places. Obviously, because London is as hard to navigate for him as Scotland is for her. And of course, it's a romance novel, so gradually some romance comes into it. So if you like Katie Ford, or if you like that kind of sort of light romance kind of book, this is the book for you. Jenny Colgan, 500 Miles From You. I thoroughly recommend it as a nice summer read. Switch your brain off, sit out and relax, and lose yourself in a lovely plot which has a happy ending. We've got quite a few Jenny Colgan books in the library. We also have very similar kind of authors as well, so if we can't supply her, we can certainly try and supply you with someone who writes like her. And also on Overdrive, if you're still borrowing digitally, there's 8 of Jenny Colgan's books on there, including one for young mums, which tells the true story rather than the idealised version of lovely families with well-behaved children who, have a wonderful life, which sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. So anyway, I'd recommend this read. Give it a go, let me know how you get on, and make use of our Choose and Collect service if you want to. We should be opening soon. Libraries are doing phased returns, but Dawlish is probably in the latter phase, so not till August. So a way of getting your books is by giving us a ring or giving us an email, and we'll try and help you out. If you're on Facebook, follow Facebook, and we'll put on pictures of all of our new books as they arrive, and all the information about reopening, opening times, which other libraries are doing, and also the Summer Reading Challenge for children. So if you've got some children at home there looking for something to do, have a look online, because there's lots of craft activities and story times. And I'll speak to you again next week. So bye for now.